Ladies and gentlemen, we are at the point of 2020 where almost the entire state of California is up in smoke and smoking just like a dragon, with a very hot and active volcano range down in Mexico and Guatemala just a few hundred miles south. And the most interesting presenters at the Republican National Convention next week are going to be Hurricane Laura and Hurricane Marco. So, it's crazy times. Crazy times indeed. I hope everybody's ready, because it has never been more asteroid fight clubby than it is now. So I highly recommend A, having a plan to evacuate if any of these hurricanes is category 3 or higher, and B, doing what you can to fight these things with your mind and with your prayers and with your happy thoughts. Best case scenario, Laura and Marco, or flip-flop them, never even make it to hurricane status, and just come on shore as sloppy storms that just bring rain. Worst case scenario, Laura and Marco hit the United States of America as major hurricanes, and even major centers like Houston and Miami. I mean, this one can go up here, a lot of low wind shear, not go over land, punch through like Miami all the way across, and then come up and hit like up into the Panhandle. That models have shown such, and whereas people like to pray or wishcast that none of these will be worse than a Category 1, we had a Category 5 hurricane in 2018 called Michael that hit Florida that nobody else predicted would be Category 5 except for me. And we had Maria smash into Puerto Rico's Category 5. So Category 5 hurricanes have happened in the last few years. But the idea of us getting hit by pretty much 2 hurricanes or tropical storms at around the exact same time, that's pretty new, man. So prepare for the worst, pray for the best, and there's a chance these 2 things could Fujiwara as they get closer to land. And so we're now 4 or 5 days out from the actual event that I have been warning about, and Cranky Weather Guy's been warning about, and the whole weather team's been warning about since about 7 weeks ago. So at this point, nobody knows the exact paths, even though it's 4 or 5 mile or days away. Nobody knows the exact paths. Everybody's trying their best to figure it out. Nobody knows the exact intensities they're going to be, the 2 storms. But if you have an imagination and a mind, we do now have a worst case scenario that you should be able to put together as a human adult in your brain, and a best case scenario, because we have 2 big bad entities heading towards us at the same time during the zone I call the Battle of the Planets. Like, we literally have not had Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto in a line like this for hundreds and hundreds of years. Pluto has a 248-year orbit. Saturn has 32, I believe, and Jupiter's 11. Saturn could be like 24, I forget sometimes. I think it's 32, though. And so for them 3 to be lined up as they spin around, like, this is a very, very rare event. And then not only is that happening, you have all the inner planets in here, and that though humanity is not progressed enough to recognize that all the planets are connected and affect each other as their one solar system family, that, I mean, I put it together as THORnews and tried to pass it along to you guys. And so the weather is just going to be nuts the next 50 days. I would say there's a chance, we could see 10 hurricanes total. Not saying 10 landfalling hurricanes, but I would guess, the Atlantic and possibly the Gulf will put out about 2 hurricanes minimum every 12.5 days. That's my calculation. Van Noel, the upcoming peak in the Atlantic hurricane season, is likely to be a marathon rather than a sprint. The upper level pattern is due to get more favorable than it is now once the divergent pattern departs the East Pacific, meaning September 20th could be one to remember. So, yeah, every 12.5 days is how I'm looking at it. Hurricane season will probably last in a very active fashion up through at least the middle of October. So, that would be about 10 hurricanes, bro. And so this one point right here is August 24th. This is the point I've been pointing towards, which is about 3 days away. And then the hurricanes will be pretty much at this point. And then about another 12.5 days with that. And then we'll have the giant Saturn lump. This is when the plague showed up. So yeah, I'm doing what I like, but I've done the majority of the work I can do to get everybody ready up for August 20th now. And it is now the 21st. So at this exact time, nobody knows exactly what's going to happen. But I wouldn't be playing tiddlywinks with the worst case scenarios for you, your family, your friends, or your pets if you were in Florida or pretty much anywhere along the coast. I mean, we could get some pretty bad worst case scenarios. And somehow, the worse everything gets, the more money Elon Musk makes. It's just so weird. Like yesterday, his stock was up 40%. It's like, why? It's not like anybody's buying cars, bro. Why does Tesla go from $240 to $2,000 or is it $3,000? I don't even know. He's doing some crazy shit. And then he's talking about like snake music, snake jazz. So it's all of California. And he's like, hey, I'm leaving California. I'm moving to Texas because California's on fire and there's a bunch of volcanoes down here. Who knows when the earthquakes are showing up? But I'm abandoning you, California, like a condom, a used condom. Thanks, California. You're Elon Musk's used condom. I love you, California. I didn't say that. I'm just saying that's kind of the attitude I get. So that the Gulf, if you're looking at this, we could get a hurricane kind of scenario. Like, I don't think the Gulf's going to be totally on fire, but if the Gulf gets hit with 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 hurricanes over the next month, it would be like a waterlogged version of this. And so I've been saying play maximum defense all year long. Stay cool. Keep a sense of humor. It's hard for a lot of people to do, though. And at times it's hard for me to do. I get angry or frustrated. You know? It look like volcanoes to me. But nobody else says that, so make of it what you will. I need a new computer. All right. So, yeah, and I might be a little cranky for the next 4 days because I've done everything I could to get us prepared. And it's my fault, but we did not do an A+ job to prepare for now, you know. I guess I made mistakes and I could have done better. But I'll keep trying to improve. BG, Brady, 0Z, H-Ball, near Category 3 and HWRF, bringing an intensity borderline Cat 2 into the middle of the Gulf. Not going to sugarcoat it. It's not looking great for the folks in the Gulf right now. So, yeah. And I love Weather Twitter, but at times, Weather Twitter has this ability to make fun of any time a model says that you can get hit by a hurricane up until about 5 days before it happens. And then it changes its mind. It's like, hey, you guys might be in danger. That's why I really like to warn y'all from like 15 days out. Because up to like 4 days in, anybody can do it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's scared to do it. Anyway, Brady does a great job. So does Nathan. They're all-star Asteroid Fight Clubbers. And I thank them. But yeah, so I'm going to try and recharge my batteries and punch it with my mind. No offense to Louisiana. I'm definitely going to try and keep it away from Houston. I'll try and punch it too, so it doesn't hit Louisiana hard. But who knows how powerful my powers are this late in the game? Because, dude, I am so like yesterday. I threw up blood. I threw up ramen noodles and it looked like there was blood at the end. I can't verify 100%. I'm just saying, I'm running on fumes here, dude. I've been like nonstop plugged into the Matrix trying to get everybody ready. And here we are. But yeah, latest projections have one of them zipping over the tip of Florida as a hurricane, and then the other one making it into the Gulf as a hurricane. Those are the latest projections from the NHC, I do believe. That's subject to change, and no one knows what's going to happen next. So, like, everybody's sending their kids back to school during the plague, and then it's like the first week they're going to be like, oh, wait, might have to have you not go to school this week because of hurricanes. It's crazy. And the other day, someone accused me of being crazy. And I was like, we're all crazy now, man. I'm cool crazy. I'm good. I'm awesome. Sometimes I'm funny. Probably not today, though. So there you go. I will be keeping you guys posted. Sorry, this one was so Asteroid Fight Clubby. But I'm trying to wind down from whatever the horrible, horrible energy has been for almost like 3 weeks, yo. Not a good energy. But Houston, definitely be super prepared, because I do think there's been a lot of weird QAnon black magic voodoo that has been happening in my city since 2015, 2017. You know, we cheated in the World Series. There's been a lot of... I love Houston, but I'm saying, I think there's been some shady shit happening. So I'll do everything I can to protect my city. But there's going to be some weird karma crap going down. So I don't know what all happened. But I think Miami and Houston, they need to be getting their prayer warriors up to full speed. All right? Defense, baby. Now we got more hurricanes coming. So please be ready. Because I want you to hang out and make it and survive to the big party we're going to have in 2022. Sound great? All right. I love you. Stay cool. And God bless everyone. Yeah, if this does track south over the islands, it will not have a chance to develop as much. But if it shoots the gap from to here, it'll have a chance. And then how much this shoots the gap or reforms from this area and this area, both will have a chance to really form. Yo. Okay? Great. God bless everyone. Stay cool. Love you.